Once upon a time, because a lonely old woodcarver wished upon a star, a small puppet was given the gift of life by the blue fairy, the wishing fairy. Pinocchio, she said, be brave, truthful, and unselfish, and one day you may become a real boy. A real boy? Oh, said Pinocchio, I will be all those things truly. I will. Pinocchio had two friends to help him. Kindly Geppetto was very happy that his wish had come true, but Jiminy Cricket, who was to be Pinocchio's conscience, was worried about his younger friend. Brave, chirped Jiminy, truthful and unselfish. Show me, Pinocchio. The next morning, Geppetto gave Pinocchio a shiny red apple and two new books, then sent him off to school. After all, chuckled Geppetto, my little wooden head must not grow up to have a wooden head. Study hard now, Pinocchio. But Pinocchio forgot to listen to Jiminy, his conscience. He forgot about not growing up to have a wooden head. He even forgot about going to school because, oh, wouldn't it be lots of fun to be an actor? That's what Pinocchio thought. But then he found out that the owners of puppet shows are not always kind to their puppets. And he found out what happens to puppets who don't tell the truth. Their noses gets longer and longer. Oh, cried Pinocchio, I will tell the truth from now on truly. I will. And so the blue fairy made things right again. Just this once, so that he could go on trying to be a real boy. He meant to be good after that. He meant to listen to Jiminy. He meant to go to school. Really? He did. But oh, the boys on Player Island did have such a lot of fun. That's what Pinocchio thought until he found out what happened to those boys. Then he changed his mind and just in time too. Pinocchio looked down at his donkey tail. I don't want to be a donkey, he said, or an actor, but just a real boy. Okay, Pinocchio, said Jiminy. You've learned your lesson. Now let's go home. Home? Warm, cozy home. Where old Geppetto waited, Pinocchio could not get there fast enough. Father, I am here, he called, pushing open the door. Here to stay, and I will always be a good. But no guppy to meet him at the door. No guppy waited inside the workshop. Pinocchio looked around the empty room. Tears ran down his wooden nose and splashed on the dusty floor. Suddenly there was a sound at the window. A dove fluttered into the room. It dropped a piece of paper at his feet. A letter, shouted Jiminy, reading it. It's about your father. He went looking for you and a whale swallowed him. Pinocchio wiped away his tears. I will find my father, he said, and save him. He hurried down to the sea, leaped into the deepest water, and wandered there, looking for Monstro the whale that swallowed big fish, and Little the whale that swallowed big ships, Whole the whale that swallowed Pinocchio's father, the very whale that swallowed Pinocchio, and that's how he found old Geppetto at the bottom of the sea, shipwrecked in the stomach of the whale. Oh, father, he said, I will be good from now on. Oh, please, let's go home. Alas, my Pinocchio, said Geppetto, there is no way out of this cold, damp place. No way out, Pinocchio thought. Things just never get away from Monstro, said Geppetto. Pinocchio thought some more. Why, Geppetto went on, even the even the chew. That's it, shouted Pinocchio. A sneeze, we will make Monstro sneeze. And so they gathered wood from the ship. They made a raft and then they built a fire. A fire that made lots of tickly pickly wheezy sneeze smoke. Monstro blinked to make that awful tickling go away. His nose twitched once, it twitched twice, and then Monstro breathed in some more, and some more. Choo! He sneezed. Waves higher than the highest ship rolled away from him, carrying Pinocchio and Geppetto with them. They rolled round the earth and back again, formed high upon the shore, and left Pinocchio and Geppetto safe on the sand. Geppetto looked around him. Pinocchio lay nearby silent, his eyes closed. Poor little wooden head, Geppetto said, so brave, so unselfish. He risked his life to save mine. Then he picked up Pinocchio and carried him home. There he knelt beside him and wept. Geppetto did not see a certain star high in the sky began to glow. He did not see a ray of straight light reach down and touch Pinocchio. He did not hear a soft voice that come from far, far away. Arise, Pinocchio, you have earned the right to be a real boy. Pinocchio opened his eyes and sat up. He wiggled a little, just as real boys do sometimes. And he jiggled and scratched a little, for real boys sometimes do that too. He tried a wink, a whistle, and a jiggle. And then, when he found that he could do all of those things, he did something that real boys do all the time. He jumped up and gave his father a big bear hug. Look at me, he shouted. Why I am a real boy. Oh, cried Geppetto, no longer my little wooden head, now my real boy. Jiminy grinded Pinocchio, a real boy with a real conscience of his own, and he scratched his head. Pinocchio, he said, you showed me. And then he skipped off to tell boys and girls everywhere that if you wish upon a star and try very hard, your dreams really truly will come true. And that's the story's end. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. Thanks.